Why do some people rise to challenges, growing stronger with every setback, while others shy away, stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and fear? Could the secret to unlocking your potential lie not in talent or intelligence, but in how you think about them? Today, we're uncovering the transformative insights from Carol Dweck's mindset, The New Psychology of Success. This book reveals how the way we approach our abilities and challenges can define our success not just in work or school, but in every part of life. By the end of this video, you'll discover a practical strategy that can help you shift your thinking and embrace a mindset of continuous growth. So stay tuned for that game-changing tip. And if you find this video valuable, don't forget to subscribe for more insights that empower your journey to self-improvement. Let's dive into the two mindsets that shape our lives. Lesson 1. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. At the heart of mindset, the new psychology of success are two contrasting ways of thinking: the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. These aren't just abstract concepts, they're lenses through which we view ourselves, our abilities, and the world around us. Let's explore what makes them so different. Fixed mindset. Imagine believing that your intelligence, talent, or skills are set in stone. That's the essence of a fixed mindset. People who hold this belief think, I'm either good at something or I'm not. For them, failure isn't just a setback, it's a verdict, proof that they lack what it takes. This mindset often leads to avoiding challenges. Why try something new if there's a chance you might fail? Why take criticism seriously when it feels like a personal attack? In this world, effort can seem pointless and obstacles insurmountable. It's easier to stick to what feels safe and comfortable, even if it means never reaching your full potential. Growth mindset. Now let's flip the script. Imagine viewing your abilities as flexible, something you can develop with practice and effort. That's the growth mindset. It says, I may not be good at this yet, but I can improve. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities, not threats. Failure isn't proof of inadequacy, it's a step in the learning process. They seek feedback, embrace effort, and view setbacks as fuel for future success. For example, think of a child learning to ride a bike. Someone with a fixed mindset might give up after falling a few times, convinced they're just not meant to ride. But a child with a growth mindset, they'll get back on, adjust their balance, and keep trying until they succeed. Here's the kicker. The mindset you adopt doesn't just influence how you see yourself, it shapes how you act. If you believe your abilities are fixed, you're less likely to take risks or push yourself. But if you see potential for growth, you open the door to endless possibilities. Take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you faced a challenge? Did you lean into it, eager to grow, or shy away, worried about failure? Understanding where you stand is the first step to change. Next, we'll dive into how these mindsets show up in real life, from school and careers to relationships and beyond. Lesson 2. How mindsets shape key areas of life. Mindsets aren't just abstract ideas, they have a profound impact on every aspect of our lives. From how we learn, to how we work, to how we connect with others, the beliefs we hold about our abilities and potential can determine the paths we take. Let's look at how fixed and growth mindsets influence 4 key areas: education, career, relationships, and even sports. In the classroom, a student with a fixed mindset might think, I'm just not good at math, or I'll never be a great writer. These beliefs lead to frustration, avoidance, and a fear of trying harder, because failing feels like a confirmation of their limits. Contrast this with a student who embraces a growth mindset. They understand that learning is a process and mistakes are part of it. They might say, this is tough, but I can figure it out. Research shows that students with a growth mindset are more resilient and perform better over time. Not because they're inherently smarter, but because they're willing to put in the effort and try new strategies. Now let's take this into the workplace. Imagine 2 employees, both facing a major challenge. The first has a fixed mindset and sees the task as a test of their intelligence or competence. If they fail, they might think, this proves I'm not cut out for this. This fear can lead to avoidance, defensiveness, or even blaming others. The second employee with a growth mindset views the challenge differently. They see it as a chance to learn and grow. even if success isn't guaranteed. They might think, this is an opportunity to improve and develop new skills. Over time, this willingness to adapt and persevere makes them more innovative, resilient, and valuable to their team. Mindsets even shape how we approach relationships. In a fixed mindset, people often see conflicts as threats, proof that a relationship is flawed or doomed. They might avoid addressing issues or blame their partner, believing that compatibility is fixed and unchangeable. But with a growth mindset, challenges in relationships are opportunities to strengthen the bond. Instead of saying, we'll never get along, someone might think, what can we learn from this to make our relationship better? This perspective encourages open communication, problem solving, and personal growth, which are essential for lasting, healthy connections. Finally, consider the world of sports. Athletes with a fixed mindset might rely solely on their natural talent, avoiding situations where they risk looking bad. If they fail, they may internalize it as proof that they don't have what it takes. But the greatest athletes adopt a growth mindset. They push through failures, embrace criticism, and constantly strive to improve. Think of Michael Jordan, who famously said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career, and that is why I succeed." It's this commitment to growth, not just raw talent, that creates champions. Take a moment to reflect. Which areas of your life have been influenced by a fixed mindset? Is there a challenge you've been avoiding because it feels too risky or intimidating? What would happen if you approached it with a growth mindset instead? Understanding how mindsets shape our lives is crucial, but recognizing them is just the beginning. In the next lesson, we'll explore why modern culture often reinforces the fixed mindset and how we can break free from it. Lesson 3. Breaking free from the fixed mindset in a success-obsessed culture. Our modern culture often sends mixed messages about success. On one hand, we're told to work hard and persevere, but on the other, society glorifies natural talent and instant achievement. This obsession with effortless success reinforces the fixed mindset, making it harder for people to embrace the idea of growth. Let's break this down. Think about the stories we hear about successful people. How often are they framed as prodigies, naturals, or born to do this? These narratives make it seem like greatness is a gift, not a product of effort. This emphasis on innate talent discourages many of us from trying new things or sticking with difficult tasks. After all, if you're not naturally good at something, why bother? This is the hallmark of the fixed mindset, avoiding challenges out of fear of failure or inadequacy. Then there's the myth of overnight success. Social media, reality TV, and viral fame give us a skewed view of achievement. We see the highlight reels of people's lives, their triumphs and victories, but rarely the years of effort, failure, and growth it took to get there. This can make perseverance and long-term effort feel less appealing. Why work hard for years when it looks like everyone else is succeeding instantly? But as Carol Dweck points out, sustainable success is almost always built on consistent effort, learning, and growth. So how do we escape the trap of a fixed mindset in a culture that idolizes perfection? 1. Reframe failure. Start by changing how you think about mistakes. Instead of seeing them as signs of weakness, view them as opportunities to learn. Ask yourself, what can I take away from this experience? 2. Celebrate effort. Shift your focus from results to the process. When you achieve something, reflect on the hard work and perseverance it took to get there. And when you see others succeed, recognize the effort they likely put in, even if it's not immediately visible. 3. Focus on progress. Remember, growth doesn't have to be dramatic to be meaningful. Celebrate small wins and improvements as signs that you're on the right path. Growth is a journey, not a race. Here's your actionable tip. Over the next week, pay attention to how you react to failure or challenges. When you feel the urge to give up or avoid something difficult, pause. Ask yourself, what would a growth mindset do in this situation? Then take one small step toward embracing the challenge instead of avoiding it. Breaking free from the fixed mindset is about more than just achieving success. It's about unlocking your potential. By embracing the process, you'll not only achieve more, but you'll also enjoy the journey along the way. And here's the moment you've been waiting for, that game-changing tip I promised at the start. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into practical strategies in the next lesson, where I'll reveal how you can actively develop a growth mindset and start seeing results in your life immediately. Lesson 4. Practical strategies to develop a growth mindset. Understanding the difference between fixed and growth mindsets is a great first step, but how do you actually shift your thinking and develop habits that support growth? Carol Dweck's research offers powerful strategies to help us make this change. Let's dive into 4 actionable steps to cultivate a growth mindset in your everyday life. 1. Reframe failures as learning opportunities. One of the simplest yet most powerful shifts you can make is to see failure differently. Instead of thinking, "I'm bad at this," or "I'll never improve," ask yourself, "What did this teach me?" For example, let's say you bomb a presentation at work. A fixed mindset might lead you to think, "I'm just not a good public speaker." But with a growth mindset, you could analyze the situation. Was it a lack of preparation, nerves, poor time management? By identifying the cause, you can take actionable steps to improve next time. Every failure holds a lesson if you're willing to look for it. 2. Seek feedback and embrace it. Feedback can feel uncomfortable, especially when it's critical, but it's one of the most valuable tools for growth. Instead of avoiding or dismissing feedback, approach it with curiosity. Try asking yourself, "What's one thing I can take away from this?" Even criticism that feels harsh often contains a nugget of truth you can use to get better. Remember, feedback isn't about proving your worth, it's about helping you improve. 3rd step outside your comfort zone. The comfort zone is where the fixed mindset thrives. To break free, intentionally challenge yourself with tasks that stretch your abilities. For instance, if you're not confident in a particular skill, say learning a new language or trying a new workout, commit to it for a set period. At first, it might feel awkward or frustrating, but over time, you'll see progress. Growth happens when you're willing to take on what feels uncomfortable. 4. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. It's easy to get fixated on results, the grade, the promotion, the victory. But true growth comes from valuing the journey. For example, if you're learning to play an instrument, don't just measure success by how quickly you can play a song. Instead, focus on the daily practice, the techniques you're mastering, and the improvements you see over time. When you celebrate the effort you put in, success becomes a natural byproduct. Developing a growth mindset isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Each time you reframe a failure, seek feedback, tackle a challenge, or embrace the process, you're rewiring your brain for growth. Here's a challenge to get started. Over the next week, pick one area of your life where you've been stuck. Apply one of these strategies and see how it changes your perspective. Small steps can lead to big shifts. In the final lesson, we'll summarize everything we've learned and explore how adopting a growth mindset can lead to lasting transformation. Plus, I'll leave you with one final piece of advice that you can apply immediately to supercharge your personal growth. Lesson 5. The path to lasting transformation. As we wrap up this journey through mindset, the new psychology of success, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered. We've explored the power of the fixed and growth mindsets, how they shape every area of life, and actionable steps to embrace growth. Now it's time to tie it all together with a vision for lasting transformation. Developing a growth mindset isn't about flipping a switch, it's a process. You won't wake up one day immune to self-doubt or frustration, but with consistent effort, you'll notice a shift. Moments that once felt like dead ends will start to feel like opportunities. Instead of saying, "I can't," you'll begin to say, "I can learn." And the best part? The more you practice a growth mindset, the more natural it becomes. Over time, this approach will influence not just how you tackle challenges, but how you see yourself and your potential. At the core of this transformation is belief. Believing in your ability to grow, learn, and improve changes how you approach life. It fuels resilience, innovation, and perseverance. Think about it. Every great innovator, athlete, or leader wasn't born extraordinary. They became extraordinary through effort, curiosity, and an unshakable belief in their capacity to grow. And that same potential exists in you. As promised, here's one final piece of advice to supercharge your personal growth. Start small, but be consistent. Pick one area of your life where you feel stuck or limited. Maybe it's your career, a hobby, or even a relationship. Set a small, achievable goal, like seeking feedback, tackling a new challenge, or reframing a recent failure. Write it down and commit to working on it every day for a week. By focusing on this one step, you'll build momentum and start seeing the power of a growth mindset in action. Share in the comments one area where you want to grow and how you'll apply a growth mindset to it. Let's create a community of accountability and encouragement. The journey to a growth mindset is ongoing, but it's one of the most rewarding transformations you can make. By shifting your focus from fixed traits to growth and effort, you're not just opening the door to success, you're embracing a way of living that's dynamic, resilient, and full of possibility. Before we wrap up, if you enjoyed exploring the ideas in mindset, I highly recommend checking out Daniel Goleman's Emotional Intelligence: Why It Can Matter More Than IQ. This book dives deep into how understanding and managing your emotions can unlock success in every area of life. It's a perfect next step for anyone looking to grow and thrive. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Let me know your favorite insight from mindset or share how you plan to apply a growth mindset in your life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.